Let's talk about the components of Metasploit. Metasploit is made up of several important components that work together that make it a powerful cybersecurity tool. The key part is the framework itself. Like a central brain of Metasploit, it helps manage everything from finding vulnerabilities in systems to launching attacks. Then there are the modules, which are like many programs that do specific tasks. One of these modules is called the auxiliary module. Any supporting modules such as scanners, crawlers, and fuzzers can be found here. We also have the encoder modules. Encoders will allow you to encode the exploit and payload in hopes that a signature-based antivirus solution may miss them, and we have a vision module. While encoder will encode the payload, they should not be considered a direct attempt to evade antivirus software. On the other hand, evasion modules will try that with more or less success. We also have the exploits module. Exploits are neatly organized by the target system. Or we can also call exploits a type of module that tries to take advantage of vulnerabilities in the system. Then we have payloads. Payloads are what hackers use to control a compromised system after an exploit succeeds. So this is all about the components of modules in a theoretical form. Now let's talk about these modules in MSF Console. So I have already launched the MSF Console. We can show our module if I just type show auxiliary. So you can see here we have 1217 auxiliary module. Let me just zoom it out so you can see. These are all the modules which comes in the auxiliary module. So we can also try to locate them using the tree command. I'll just type tree, L1 in exploit. This command will give us all the modules inside the exploit in a really neat way. So you can see these are the exploit modules divided into different sections. You can see the exploit modules related to AIX, the exploit related to Android. We have Apple iOS exploit. We have dial-up exploit. We have Firefox, FreeBSD, cleaners, and many others. So you can see we have the auxiliary module and we have the exploit module. We also have the evasion module. We can also check it out by typing evasion. So we have the evasion module for Windows. We can also check for in a similar way for the payload. So let's check out how many payloads we have and what type of payloads we have. So you can see here, under payloads, we have adapters, signals, stagers, and stages. These are the different kind of payloads. These are the 4 different directories that we can see different kind of payloads and adapters. What are adapters? An adapter wraps single payloads and converts them to different formats. For example, a normal single payload can be wrapped inside a PowerShell adapter, which will make a single PowerShell command that will execute the payload. And then we have the singles. Singles are the self-contained payloads. As we can see, the add user or launch notepad, etc. But they do not need to download any additional components to run. And then we have stagers. Stagers are responsible for setting up a connection channel between Metasploit and the target system. Useful when working with stage payload. Stage payload will first upload a stager and the target system then download the rest of the payload stage. We can say that the payload are downloaded in different stages, so this provides some advantage. If the initial size of the payload will be relatively small compared to the full payload sent at once, then we have stages download by this pager. This will allow you to use a larger size payload. So now this is all about the different components. We can see the different modules of Metasploit. The next video we will learn about MSF Console and what are the different types of commands that we can initiate inside the MSF Console.